see if there's any mice in there.
Unbreakable. Right then, we gave it a good clean out. Well, best we could on the ramp because some idiot put it on the ramp and then decided to try and clean it out and hoover it. We evicted our little mate who was living in there. Did a little burial for him in the yard. Gave it a bit of a hoover so we're not working in a load of rubbish. So what we're going to do now is start stripping it apart. So I think we're going to get the wheels off first and then go from there. And yeah, let's see where it ends up. Hi Jack. Right then, got wheels off, got them there. We're going to obviously get the tyres stripped off so we can send them off to powder coat. We're going to start now taking the bits and bobs off, what's going to stop us from dropping the engine out. So we're going to literally strip the bits off around the engine bay, we take it up and start on the underneath. So we're going to hopefully, fingers crossed, drop the engine and gearbox out all in one. So yeah. Air filter, can't see anything on it, but oh well done. What's that say there?
Made in Australia.
Made in Australia apparently. We haven't put a filter in it. I did try and get a filter, but the local motor factors, they didn't have a filter, so we haven't touched it. So I presume if it was genuine Ford one, it'd be like a Motorcraft one, but I don't know if they use these filters when they did servicing. But been using this stuff on awkward bolts and stuff. Anything that's a bit stiff, kind of just spray a bit on and just helps it come without, obviously, there's me kicking the camera, but without snapping stuff off. We need to get this exhaust out of the way. These downpipes will come down with the engine, hopefully. This anti-roll bar's got to come off if the engine's coming down, which will come off with the subframe under the ball joints. And then the arms and everything will come off, it'll leave, we can take them bits off after. Right, so we'll get on the exhaust.
You got it.
But there's a bit of a blow there. But that's making me think, was it the back box change, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it's done 16,000 miles,
yeah,
you would have thought it'd have the original back box. You could have had that on the MOT in 2012, you don't know, but at the end of the day, I think the exhaust was in a bit of a state when it was MOT'd anyway, because it had bits patched. The idea is, if we can get an original, which I don't think we can, right? But if we can get one made in stainless, which we know a man who can, but looks exactly the same. I don't think, obviously, it won't have the ribs and stuff in the boxes, but the boxes will look the same. Same design, so it's just exactly the same, but stainless, so it's going to last. I think that's the best way we can do it without getting An original. We're going to drop the engine out now, hopefully. Loosen the gearbox mount off at the back. We're going to try and drop it with the subframe, loosen everything off. So we're going to literally lower it down under the subframe, probably on a jack or something. Put it on a couple of tyres and then lift the shell up and hopefully see how it goes up and the engine stays where it is without ripping everything else out.
Now, slow down.
Oh.
Slow down.
No, you're good at that, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know, you just went for it, didn't you?
I think you are, mate.
Yeah.
Go on. Put a dunk on it.
Do you say, oh, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
you
fine.
can. Yeah.
There you go then.
There she is, in all the glory. What do you think, Dad? You ain't now. Never took one of these engines out before, Cosworth engine, but no, it's pretty simple. But we didn't want to go crazy at it and start breaking stuff. It's not as if you can go and get a clip here or thing there. Do you know what I mean? So more or less dropped it off out, all complete. Stripped the wiring loom off. We're going to get the engine crane now, get it lifted up, get it off the subframe, so that's all free. Get the gearbox off. See what clutch is in it. We did notice it's got Motorcraft forged shocks. That's a big hula in it. Still doing fine.
You still here?
It's been on 30 years, you know what I mean?
Come on,
That's what happens when you...
That's stuck on something now. What do you mean it isn't?
It's like... Yeah, it's... I'm fine.
No, I'm down here, I won't do that.
You won't sabotage yourself.
It is. I could do this on my own, I could. They like ripped me the other day saying I couldn't do it. It's not even hard, man.
You got down here at 2 and fucking pull a pipe off.
I get down here before you.
Not my car.
Have you seen this floor? It's mounted. What kind of floor paint's this?
It took 3 weeks to dry, now it's gone.
That's why I didn't bother coming and helping.
Is that what it was?
What is this? Oh my life.
See this handle here?
Yeah.
He puts his engine in with it and then he starts swinging his handle.
It don't even go with.
Leave it. You don't know what to do. You don't know how to drive Dead Man's Engine Crane. Basically, why it's called Dead Man's Engine Crane, because Jake had a unit off a guy who died
In the unit.
in the unit. Apparently, had a heart attack, poor bloke, rest his soul. And this was left, and Jake said, "Do you want an engine crane?" And I said, "Yeah, I'll have it."
I wanted to live a bit longer.
I think, yeah, it's a bit ropey, but look, it's old school. You ain't going to be replacing seals, you know, when you're jacking it up, and you just got a simple handle. Does the
You
job
need to
folds up.
replace the engine crane, never mind seal.
Mate, this is made in England.
God, stickers.
Rowley Regis.
Rowley Regis. I'm sure it's the other side of the book.
Well, there you go, it's local. I'll show you my voice next time. Unbreakable. Mate, it's unbreakable. They're that cocky with it, you can't break it.
Is this going to work?
No.
Of course it is.
When we move to my unit, they're going to think we're fucking medic.
Start cranking up.
Oh my god.
We're floating.
Right, that's it, stop there. Right, I've got the box off now, and Dave's going to reveal what we found.
Got in there then, Dave.
A motorcraft clutch.
It's either had genuine parts and serviced it forward all its life up to 116,000, or it's done 16,000 and it's still maybe clutch. On the original clutch. That's saying now we're going to check the engine numbers and stuff to see if it matches up to the car and whatnot, see if it's had a replacement engine at any point. But we're just finding like loads of motorcraft bits. I mean, like I said, front shocks, starter motor, oil filter, the clutch, air filter which we took out. It's looking good. We haven't, like I say, we haven't got the service history for this car, but even if there was service history, there ain't going to be a lot because it's only done 16,000 miles, you know what I mean? You ain't going to, unless you're having it serviced every 2,000 miles every year or whatever. But the turbo doesn't look like it's been changed or anything, but normally you get obviously play in the turbo. I don't know if you can see it, but that is solid. It's we're gonna have it reconditioned, but there's no blue. Obviously, when you see it running, there's no blue smoke or anything. But yeah, we're gonna get this on the engine stand and stuff shortly. But I think that's it for today. I mean, we've got a good part of it. We've got each turbo, each shield there. Obviously, we're gonna keep that, but try and get obviously this somehow redo it, kind of thing, like recondition it. And obviously we've got a pile of bits in, we've got obviously subframe, starter motor, exhaust, prop shaft, gearbox. I mean, original airbox. I mean, it's even got the intake pipe for the original airbox. Like I say, I don't think it was removed. The only thing it's got an aftermarket radiator, original intercooler. Like I said, with a different colour front bumper and the bits what we found behind the bumper, I think it's had a bit of a bump. The sound panel looks genuine, so. And obviously that's why I would have thought it's had a replacement radiator. We're happy with what we found. Obviously made a bit of a mess, but it's in bits. Get a bit more stripped down and then we can start tidying up the underneath, tidying the engine bay, and then start on the outside of the car. So we're happy, aren't we, Dave?
We are, mate. We are.
Found the engine number now, which is on this plaque here, stamped in. I don't know if you can see that. And what did it read?
JL76438.
Yeah. On the
plaque. JL76438.
So it's the correct
engine for the correct car.
Yeah. So that's good news because obviously, you know, because they get abused and sometimes they get banged. So it's a genuine engine number for the genuine car, do you know what I mean? So that is all good news. So it's helping us solve the mystery with the mileage and not being on the road and whatnot. So yeah, we're finding more as we go along, and it's going well, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
I mean? So
well, we're happy, aren't we?
Yeah.
The less miles, the better.
Yeah. So I think the next, obviously, this is the end of the episode now. So I think the next episode is going to be, we're going to get the rest of the running gear off. And get this engine steam cleaned up and steam clean the other bits we've took off, and see if we can get I can get the jet washer in here and steam clean the rest of the underneath, and then I think we're going to start tackling that and steam clean obviously the engine bay out. But yeah, there's a few things we've got to tick out, but yeah, we've got to steam clean it up, and then it's getting it back to its former glory, like I say. Former glory, mate.